EA Sports, and we'll play host to a battle between conferences. It's the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers under the lights on Thursday night.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Lambeau. Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Dillon is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here come the Titans for their first possession on offense, and leading them out in his 4th season with the team, 10th overall in the NFL, Ryan Tannehill.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And finding the tight end Hooper. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Rodgers on the return. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind to, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the 1st down.
after the run by Jones. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Up the middle, Jones. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive, and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, he's got Watkins.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Zach Cunningham coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Now it's Rodgers. Flushed out right.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers.
He finds Watson complete. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on fourth. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On second down, Dillon.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Working from the gun, Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Tannehill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up third and 10.
Tannehill. And Woods has it complete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Tannehill finding Woods for the Titans' first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Play action. It's Tannehill.
That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Tannehill now to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Green Bay returning on offense, led by running back Aaron Jones.
Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 22.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And he will find his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers over the middle here. It's hauled in by Watson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Eyes the crossing route and hits Watson.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. An inside give to Jones.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 43 yards now on the ground. Just 7 carries.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Dillon.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They'll go with Jones. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They begin with Henry. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now
as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
On the return, it's Rodgers.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Quick slant to one. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief. Huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. Rodgers now on first down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10 at the 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And they're able to add on to their advantage. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as a defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They got fooled on that one.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans now just about ready to take over. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Titans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Aaron Rodgers and the Packer offense back out onto the field. He had the touchdown pass on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as he'll try again on 1st down here. Rodgers now to throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Holding, offense.
And they get the guard, John Runyon.
Still 1st down. Let's go do this thing, baby.
Here's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill, incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Tannehill. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. That's caught by Hollister. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Bullock's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios and this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, let's run through the next-gen stats for the Titans in that first half. And I can imagine the halftime discussions are about how can we improve the running game. They have not had success so far, and it's reflected on the scoreboard.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Throwing again on second down. Tannehill. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up the holding call.
Back to throw, Tannehill. As this complete to Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Get him going, brother.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Like it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Airing it out deep for Woods. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And here's Rodgers on the return. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Rodgers. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they have to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And the Titans getting set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll get that one to Carter complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man, because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. The give is to Jones. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Up the middle, Jones. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Dillon is in. Touchdown, Packers. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. Touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. This is caught. It's Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Tannehill. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Off play action, Tannehill. He's got Swaim here as tight end outright. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
And I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
It'll buy some time right. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Robert Woods on the receiving end of that toss from Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Bullock good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a Robert Woods touchdown reception. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them the first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are right back in this football game. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Out come the Titans now. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Flush to his right. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Pass complete. He's got Woods streaking across the field. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Again, Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And the busy night for Henry continues. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
2nd down, they go again with Henry.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
42 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on 3rd down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
You get down in this area of the field, you know you're going to get a heavy dose of number 22. They stopped him for a short gain there, but can they do it a couple more times?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Henry is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That time a 9-play drive. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Six yards left on second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Here's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. An inside give to Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 120 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On first down, Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Mercedes Lewis. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
On 3rd down, Henry. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And this will be a Packers 1st down as he gets this up past the 30. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Rodgers. He's got him in. complete. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Second and 11 now. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Just got a heck of a show party. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done. A narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?